Hey everyone, Slambo here. Hope everyone is having a good Father's Day because I'm recording this on Father's Day here in the United States. If you're seeing this after Father's Day, hope your Father's Day was good. Hope you were able to meet up with family like we did over this weekend. We had a lot of family meetups. I had some family fly in from California. Had a couple of parties, lots of dining out, and some impromptu record shopping this afternoon, which is why I'm recording right now. I've got a nice stack of stuff that I caught from both my regular record store plus one of the thrift shops that I go to frequently. So what did I get? Well, first off, we got another Firesign Theatre album. This is one that I didn't know before, called In the Next World You're on Your Own. There's some wonderful artwork on it. This one I know very little about, except the group themselves, the Firesign Theatre. I have several of their records. The next thing I got is an upgrade copy of Lily Tomlin's Modern Scream. The copy that I had this section of the cover was really just torn off, and a lot of cat scratch on the side. But now I've got an upgrade copy of that as well. And then we found another PDQ Bach record. This is the Intimate PDQ Bach. And then I actually found a 10-inch from Mickey Katz. This is the Family Danced, and like the little sticker here that the record shop applied to it, it's a signed version. And then I took a quick look at the 45s. Found a Lily Tomlin 45. Blues, 20th Century Blues, and then building on the Firesign Theatre, there was a promo 45. Oh, that's not focusing right. Let's see if we can get that to focus. There, that's focused better. So promo 45, Firesign Theatre presents Just Folks, a Firesign Chat. So it's got 5 tracks on the first side and then 3 tracks on the second side. So fun to have a promo 7-inch. Probably plays at 33 based on the number of tracks on it, and the small spindle hole. And then I got a 45 that I know really nothing about, and this tends to be the way to go when I go shopping these days. So this one is Chet and Charlie. We've got the Bullfighter on one side and the Apartment on the other side. It was in the comedy bin, so okay, let's try it out. For only a couple bucks, can't go too wrong. And then the last thing that I looked at my regular record shop was the Beatles section. Found this thing. No, it's not the White Album. This is Rarities, and it's still taped up. But while I was in the shop, I asked the attendant there if I could take a look at the inside, and he pulled the sticker off for me. And yes, it is the Beatles Rarities album. And let's see if we can get that better focus. There we go. So it's the Rarities album with You Know My Name, Look Up My Number, which is the biggest reason I wanted it. But then we also found this one for a lot less than I was seeing the Beatles records for at the record show last week. So this is the Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. So that's what I found at my regular record store. Then I went over to, took my sister over to another store, thrift store that I go to frequently, that has a good record selection. Found some interesting 78s and 10-inches there. So we've got this Victor 78 of the original Pennsylvania Serenaders and the Collegian. So on one side we've got the Redhead Gal and You Tell Her I Stutter. And that's the track that got me to buy this 10-inch. Definitely needs a bit of cleanup before I put it onto the turntable. Then we've got another RCA Victor 78. This one is Spike Jones and the City Slickers. So on one side we've got All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth, and on the other side is Happy New Year. And another RCA Victor 78. This one is Eddie Arnold with, on one side, Will Santee Come to Shantytown, and the other side is CHRISTMAS. So another one that needs a bit of cleanup, so you can see the dust there on the edge. They had a big shelf of 78s that were just kind of there without sleeves, so I'll definitely need to get sleeves for all of these as well. Then we got this one, Lincoln Records. It's a kid's record. So on one side we've got Casey Jones and it's performed by Roy Halley and Lincoln Players and the Enoch Light Orchestra. The other side, we've got Cowboy's Old Horse. It says Marion Rosette, Roger White, and Lincoln Players with the Enoch Light Orchestra. So I know nothing about this, but the label caught my eye, especially since that one's got a train on it. This one will need a little bit of repair, but the pieces needed for the repair are inside the sleeve. This is, and in fact, let's get that piece out to get the whole name of the artist. There it is. So just the sleeve here first. This is Arthur Godfrey, What is a Boy, What is a Girl, on Columbia, and it's this piece that I'm glad that it was in the sleeve, so now I can actually try to put it back together and tape it in place using some library tape or something. But the record looked pretty clean, so there it is there. A Columbia non-breakable record. Probably plays at 78. It didn't say on the front or on the sleeve. Mostly clean. You know, there's a couple of scuffs here on the side, and this side looks pretty clean. There's one or two little scuffs, but this one should play pretty well. This one I was surprised to see on 78. Firehouse 5+2. That's the Dixieland band that features cartoonists and people who worked at Disney Animation. So on one side we've got Yes Sir, That's My Baby, and on the other side we've got Pagan Love Song. And then at the same thrift shop we got a whole bunch more here. I found Eddie Arnold. This is I Wish That I Had Loved You Better. This one has 5 tracks on each side. And then this one, at Bozo at the Circus. This is Bozo the Clown. Very clean vinyl on this one. We've got on, let's see, that's side 2, this is side 1. Side 1 is just Bozo at the Circus. Side 2, we've got Little Engine That Laughed, The Ugly Duckling, and Sparky's Magic Echo. This one, while I was looking through the stacks, there was this page that was just out separate, and this has to go along with this record, because look at the clown faces there. They are so similar. So since this wasn't attached to anything, I slipped it in here with this, assuming that it was once part of a gatefold, even though the record sleeve is all messed up. And then this one, also from the thrift store, is probably the most straightforward record that I found there that I wanted to buy. And that's the Ames Brothers. This is Ames Brothers sing famous hits of famous quartets. And then it's actually got a little hype sticker down here on the bottom. Miracle Surface. This record contains a revolutionary new anti-static ingredient 317X, which helps keep the record dust-free, helps prevent surface noise, helps ensure faithful sound reproduction on living stereo records. So that's a fun little sticker there. And let's see if we pull it out here. On the RCA Victor, another very nice clean record. I really liked that. It looked like it hadn't been played at all. Oh, bang the microphone one more time. And then, when this name came up in the stack, I had to pick it up. It's Ray Stevens' Greatest Hits. Has a little timing strip on here, which indicates to me that this was used at a radio station. Barnaby Records radio station service, not for resale. So yeah, this went to a radio station. This next one I got because of one of the performers in it. This is J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan with Boris Karloff, of all people. So, see if we can get that in better focus there. There we go. So Boris Karloff, and on the back here, the songs Who Am I, Build My House, and Peter Peter are sung by Miss Henderson, which would be Marcia Henderson, listed down here. The Pirate Song and The Plank by Mr. Karloff and the Pirates. So Boris Karloff is singing on this record, and that's enough for me to buy it on a Columbia LP. This one was in pretty nice condition as well. And for just $1.50, you know, you can't go too wrong. So there's the vinyl on that. That looks nice and clean. released somewhere in the 50s, I think. Does it say? It doesn't say on the record. Does it say on the sleeve here? It says copyright 1950. Yeah, an early soundtrack, but Boris Karloff doing the songs of Peter Pan. It's not clear whether Boris Karloff is Peter, but we're going to find out soon as I listen to this one. This next one is one that my sister spotted, but I kind of had to grab it because I never see this. Shirley, Squirrely, and Melvin live. Kind of a takeoff on the Chipmunks, but these are squirrels this time. The sleeve, the front looks okay. The back has a little bit of water damage, but it's all dried out, and we got the hole drilled in here, so that it was not to be sold. But then again, also, just like the others, the vinyl looks really nice and clean. So yeah, let's try it out. For $1.50, can't go too wrong. And then the last ones that I'm going to show. This one I just showed on Rachel's live stream today, and this is Bing Crosby Cowboy Classics Volume 2. There we go. So I just showed this one on the live stream because I saw it in the shop and had to get it because it's been chatted about on the streams for a while. It only came as the record. There was no sleeve for it there, so have to see if I can get a sleeve. And the last two that I'm going to show I bought because my good friend JJ collects K-Tel. I had the first volume of this. Now I've got 2 more volumes. It's Hooked on Classics Volume 2 and Hooked on Classics Volume 3. And these are... There's the K-Tel logo in the bottom there. Let's get that in focus. Right. Get my finger out of the way. There we go. So added 2 more K-Tels to the mix. Let's see, where were these made? These were manufactured, distributed, RCA Records, New York. Distributed by RCA, New York. Yeah, so these are both US versions. I already had Volume 1. Now I've got Volumes 2 and 3. We've got a whole bunch of records from sort of an impromptu record shopping trip for Father's Day. That's what I got today. See you next time.